doing? Hold up before they see you, Gresham! What? Apart from the dragon? Look. That lot are swarming all over the bridge. I don't know what they want, but it can't be good. I'm going to find another way around. You ought to do the same. I doubt a fight against them would go your way. Nobody. Just another harassing fool trying to stay alive. There's plenty of us around. What? Just follow you around? I go my own way. Alone. Rag. That's it. I'm getting out of here.
Drop your weapons!
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
I hate to be negative, but those Gith will carve you up like a goose.
It is not your time to speak.
The blade will not bend. Let my enemies fall.
Talk to me. Let's do this.
Your skull pounds in response to the Githyanki's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
You, stay put and keep your lips sealed. Ryder, my time is short. Lead me to...
Shh! Such a familiar tone. Were I not merciful, I would slice the skin clean from your meat. Yet you are not bleeding, for I am nothing if not merciful. Your name, child?
Lae'zel.
Lae'zel. Proud, regal, even.
You will call me Gestil Kithrak.
Voss, Knight Supreme. The Queen's silver, the Queen's sword.
I am who you say.
A Geich vessel has fallen from the sky, Lae'zel. Thieves aboard have taken a weapon most precious. It is polyhedric in shape and inscribed with the sacred runes of our people.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon that Voss seeks. It's the artifact that she carries. Her mind focuses. The Gith's suspicion cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is right within their grasp.
Take word to your creche. You are to join our search. Speak up, child. Affirm your mandate.
My mandate, Gestil Kithrak, is to locate this creche. I was infected aboard a Geich ship and need to be purified. Your mandate is to aid me.
Purified? Oh, Lae'zel, why must the truth be so bitter? Soon your skin will go grey, and your blood will run silver. You will shed your skin to become Geich. Only in death are the infected cleansed. But you were on the Nautiloid. You possess what I seek.
You will give it to us. Then you will bend your head for the sword.
Stand down, Knight. I do not have what you seek.
Our Queen's word binds me.
Beretha, see her skull split and her corpse examined. I will take word to Queen Vlaakith. Our quest has ended.
A current of deception carries Voss's words. Wherever he flies, it is not to Vlaakith.
To Danos, to the sky!
It's alibi.
To bear.
Still and listen.
Him, knight. I must.
Do you not honor the... Young one, it is not your time to speak.
Your skull pounds in response to the Githyanki's.
You stay put and keep your lip. Rider, my time is short.
Shh! Were I... Yet you are... Your name, child.
Imbecile, stay back.
Now, child, your pet means to speak. Tell me, pet, why shouldn't I run you through this instant? Of course you are not a threat. You are nothing until I tell you otherwise. For you to keep sucking air, it is necessary for you to tell me something of worth. A vessel fell from the sky. We seek a precious weapon that was taken from it.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon that Voss seeks. It's the... Her mind focuses. The Gith's suspicion cannot be around.
Help us find it, and I will leave your blood.
Don't help them. Don't tell them a thing. We're dead if you do.
Of course. Obedience is your only hope. Now stand still.
He begins to move his hand in a quick flurry of gestures.
What's this? You carry a Geich parasite in your head. Death will be a kindness to you. Beretha, rid us of this worm. I need...
At once. Attack her!
fall by my hand.
Traitors to our queen! I will make you suffer!
Now, child, your pet means to speak. Tell me, pet, why shouldn't I run you through this instant? Chuck, you dare speak to me like my better? Others have died for lesser insults. Slowly. But your bravery amuses me. Finally, I find a wolf in a world of lowing cattle. You may live for the moment. Now, we seek a weapon.
You feel Shadow, her mind.
Help us find it and...
Don't help them. Don't tell them a thing. We're dead if you do.
Do not speak. Your bleating offends my ears. Just stand still.
He begins to move his hand in a quick flurry of gestures. You realize he's casting Detect Thoughts.
Nothing even approaching a useful thought in that skull. I ought to just kill you. So bold in the face of death. Perhaps you may live after all. Better to let stronger blood thrive. It can give rise to worthier foes and hardier slaves. Don't disappoint me.
The crash must be near. Protocol's clear. I will be purified.
Your skull briefly aches, and you are her. You feel the woman's anger at the dragon rider she'd confronted.
I remember. You were on the Ga'ath, the Nautiloid. You carry a tadpole.
You note the look in her eye, the slight tilt of her head. She is sizing you up.
Yet even a feared Kithrak could not break your spirit. Yes, you may be of considerable use. I know of a cure. Lend me your skills, and I will take you to it.
Lies. Just get rid of her.
A Githyanki creche must be near. Its Gustil has the means to cleanse us. So says my queen's teachings, and so it must be. It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to a Gustil for purification. One must be close at hand. We will comb the mountain pass and beyond. It is a polyhedric device marked with Gith runes, if the Kithrak is to be believed. I know nothing more. No Gith text describes such a weapon. I am not certain it even exists. Gith runes. Yes, this must be it. You will relinquish this weapon to the highest authority when we reach the creche. Consider it the price for your purification. You are full up. Dismiss your weakest warrior. Very well. But heed my words. A creche is near. We must seek signs of it. Only there can we be purified. I will await word at your camp. And beware the skies. We are watched.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, everybody. I thought it was time I dropped by the doghouse.
Mizora.
The one and only. You haven't introduced me to your friends. Where are your manners? Will, you absolute stinker! You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. Your warlock friend is my puppy. And he's been a very good boy. I say fetch, and he'll fetch. I say kill a fugitive tiefling, and... well, I don't need to tell you.
You said devils only. She was a tiefling, not a monster.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. Cheer up, Buttercup. Karlach had no heart. You did the world a favor. More to the point, you obeyed. He's the blade of frontiers. Devil's plaything just doesn't have the same ring. Speaking of... always a pleasure. Shame that tadpole's gone and pissed on your party. But I'll be damned if it goes pissing on mine. I've got some errands to do. But don't you fret much, pup. I'll be back in 3 shakes of your tail. Keep an eye on him, will you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
You know, I was just thinking about you, remembering our little encounter in the night. And I am very grateful. It did get me thinking about the others, though, how they might taste. Not that anyone's volunteered, it's just an idle fancy. Oh, you're a sweetheart. But you don't need to worry. I'm just thinking out loud. Take Will, for example. A man of the people. Very palatable. Like a sweet cider. But the Gith, what in the hells would she taste like? Yes. Heavens forbid we have an interesting conversation. Still, I am intrigued by the possibilities. Relax. We're just talking. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be? Oh, no. No. Don't be disgusting. I just mean a sip of their blood. No mastication required. What? I was only making conversation. Honestly, you have no sense of fun.
Damn it all! I required your silence, and you made me a mockery. A Kithrak demanded my head. I should have given him yours. Bah! This is a distraction. The Kithrak deserves the whole of my scorn. How dare he speak my queen's name? How dare he dishonor her child? Skaketh, keep your hands off me. I will remove the parasite. I will see the Kithrak dead and present his corpse to Vlaakith herself. Show me pity again, and I will present your corpse instead. A creche is near, that much is certain. We follow the path forward and seek signs of Githyanki settlers. No one, not even the ignoble Gestil Kithrak, will keep me from my purification. Speak, quickly. You've no room. Dismiss your weakest warrior. Chuk. Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zathis purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities. I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less. Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Damn it all. What have I done? I'd be hunting devils and demons, Mizora said. traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not. Not this. Not Zariel's victims, not innocent tieflings. As I always have. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. Or so I thought. Until Karlak. It's not unrelated. I wish I could tell you more. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word. Githyanki are impressive. Cold as ice when they're not blazing hot. I wager Lae'zel's no exception. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. It could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. That has been its tragedy. I've saved so many with the talents of the blade. And without the pact, I'm just a man. And what good is my blade then when it's too dull to split monsters? What good is a flame when a mere breath snuffs it out?
sharp as ever.
What to do?
Speak. You've no room.
The Blade of Frontiers at your call. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. And just when things were warming up.
Speak. It is done. Indolence breeds madness.
Can't give up now.
Indolence breeds madness.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it. Still warm from the red dragon's fire. The dragon is clearly not to be trifled with.
Lae'zel has a dangerous look in her eyes. Let's just hope she reserves those impulses for any common foes. Quite the understatement, but yes, I have it. And I'll guard it with my life. I was part of the... That's all I know. That's all I need to know. That's not a lot. I told you already. Shah's secrets must be protected. Duty demands it. Once I fulfill my mission, I can have my memories restored. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terror. I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me. Lady Shah considers it greater protection than any shield or armor. I cannot say. It's... Pain is sacred. I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely. Fine. Just keep out of matters that don't concern you. Very well. I assume you've heard of her? Curious. I think I did well by joining you. Most agreeable company. You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? What? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant? It's nothing to laugh at. Save your questions if that's how you're going to react. No. Quite literally, if I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill... Of course. It is an act of faith. Fine. What's on your mind? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite... If you're sure.
Could have killed him. Easy. I figured I'd give him to the drow. Absolutely happy. Then he turns. Must have read my mind, you know. And he raises his arm to magic again. So I grab his hand and crush it.